If you're a parent and you've got a child who hits, kicks, scratches, throws things at you, or bites, and you're feeling like, am I the only parent this is happening to? I'm telling you, you're definitely not. Let me tell you about a story. A mum and a boy aged 9 named Tom. Tom's morning started badly. He didn't want to wake up. He didn't want to get dressed. He argued about the brekkie. By the time he got to school, he was already wound up, and his teacher felt that too. The school day definitely wasn't smooth. He pushed back on the demands and the instructions. He had a falling out with his friend at lunchtime. He was in trouble about his behaviour 4 or 5 times during the day. By 3 o'clock, his teacher was just relieved that they got through the day and he got to go home. And then there was Mum waiting at the gate, smiling, saying, "Hey buddy, how was your day?" She could tell immediately it wasn't a good one. He just ignited, throwing his bag in the car, muttering under his breath. By the time he got home, he was swearing, yelling, throwing things at her, not even making sense. Mum said that he actually punched her in the stomach so hard that it just floored her. She said she remembered thinking to herself while she was lying on the kitchen floor, barely able to breathe, "Why is this happening to me? What have I done to this kid? I show up for him every single day. How can the boy I gave birth to do this to me?" Some of you watching have a toddler who's just starting to get physical. Some of you have teenagers that have been escalating for years and you're running out of options. For some families, it's throwing things, door slamming. For others, it's gotten to the point where siblings are getting hurt, walls are getting damaged. And for some parents, and I say this without any judgment at all, they've felt so unsafe in their own home, they've considered calling the police. Wherever you are in the spectrum, this video is for you. Because the thing that's underneath it is all the same. And once you understand what that thing actually is, you can respond in a way that actually works. For those that are new here, I'm Brendan, a behaviour support practitioner. I work with families navigating this exact situation every day. Also specialise in helping families where the kids are experiencing school distress. They're refusing to go to school. Or if they are attending school, they're experiencing behaviour problems, suspension or dysregulation. I'm here every week, putting out free content as part of my mission to help as many parents as possible supporting their kids with complex behaviours. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. So, back to Tom and his mum's question, why me? After everything I do for him, why am I the one who gets hit? And here's what I told her. And it's a really important part of this, because it's not because she's doing something wrong. It's not because he respects his teacher more. It's not because she's too soft on him. It's not because he doesn't love her. It's because she is the safest person in his world. And I know that sounds completely backwards, especially if you're the one who's copying it. But here's what's actually happening all day, whether your child's 5 or 15. Their nervous system's working hard all through the day. For kids that are neurodivergent, that might be even harder than others. Managing the noise, demands, social pressure, transitions, conflict, frustration. Every hour of the school day asks something of their nervous system. And for a lot of kids, especially those with complex needs, their system is running hot from the moment they wake up. And when they finally see you, their body gets a signal, a deep, unconscious thought: safety. I'm safe. Then the nervous system, which has been holding it together all day, finally lets go, right on top of you. Because you're the one person they fully trust to completely fall apart in front of. Now, I want to go a bit deeper on understanding a child's nervous system, because if we truly understand this, it really changes how we respond to them. Think of your child's nervous system like a cup. All day, things are filling that cup up. Being woken up in the morning before they're ready to get up. The argument about the food. The noise on the bus. The friend who didn't want to play with them today, and they couldn't understand why. The instruction they didn't want to follow. The transition between subjects. Every single one of those moments adds something to that cup. And some kids have a bigger cup than others. Some have strategies to empty the cup a little bit during the day. But for some kids, By 3 o'clock, their cup is full, right to the brim. And then they get home, and the very first thing that happens is another demand. Take off your shoes. Do you want another snack? Can you get your homework out? And the cup overflows. Now, this is the part that I really need you to hear. It's where many parents start blaming themselves. Tom's cup wasn't full because of anything his mum did. It was about everything that happened before her. She just happened to be standing there when it tipped over. When that cup overflows, there's something that happens in a child's brain. A lot of parents ask me, but surely he knows what he's doing. Surely he can see how much he upsets me. Why doesn't he just stop? And here's the honest answer. You know how when a shark, when it attacks, its eyes roll back in its head? It's not seeing, it's not processing, it's running on pure instinct, pure survival drive. It's not making decisions, it's just reacting. And this is exactly what's happening in your child's brain at that moment. The thinking brain, the part that knows you love him, the part that knows you've been there every single day, the part that could say, I should calm down, this isn't fair on mum, completely goes offline. Lights out. What takes over is the survival brain. Raw, reactive, no awareness of your feelings, no understanding of consequences, no ability to make rational choices. So when you're standing there wondering why you just can't see what he's doing to you, he genuinely can't, not in that moment. The part of the brain that would allow him to see that just isn't available. And this is why consequences in the middle of an explosion almost never work. You're trying to reach a brain that's temporarily lost the ability to be reached in that way. What that nervous system is actually seeking, even though it might seem like it, is something calm to come back to. So, in my practice, what do I coach families to do? The first thing, and genuinely the hardest thing, is to stay regulated yourself. When the explosion's happening, your nervous system is going to want to match it. And that is natural. But your calm is the most powerful tool that you have in that moment. Keep a steady presence, a low voice, saying things like, you're okay, I'm here, we'll talk when you're calm. You're not being soft, you're not letting them get away with bad behavior. By staying with them in a calm way, you're doing something called co-regulation. This is where they're borrowing your calm nervous system to help themselves. It's something that's scientifically proven, a connection between a child and a trusted adult to help them when they're dysregulated. Okay, second tip. You can hold a calm, clear, predictable boundary. You can definitely have a line in the sand that you do not accept aggression. You can say things like, if you throw something, I'm going to step out. I'll come back when it's safe. And then you can do exactly that. Same way, every time, no anger. Predictability is what builds safety over time. Third tip, and this is one that I work on with every single family because it's so important. Supporting nervous system regulation. You need to identify what are the triggers that actually fill their cup and then find things that actually help. If you can see their cup's almost full and they've had about enough, you need to think about what their body needs to relax. What is it that helps them recharge? Going outside, movement, rest, playing a game, reading a book, quiet time in their room. The best thing you can do is work out these things together. Practice when they're calm so they're available when the day goes wrong. If your child's neurodivergent, working out some of these triggers or the strategies can be really tricky. That's why you should get professional help. The Guided Path specializes in working through when things are really complex. There's a link in the description if you're wanting to work with us directly. Okay, so the fourth tip, you need to catch the moments when they get it even slightly right. Every time he takes a breath instead of throwing something, every time he walks away, you name it out loud. You were really frustrated, and I saw you walk away. Well done. If things have ever escalated to the point where you physically don't know how to keep everyone safe, I have made a video on that. This video is about non-violent ways to manage a crisis situation and what to do in the heat of the moment and how to come up with an actual plan. After I'd been working with Tom's mum for some time, she came back and said that things actually had shifted. Not because the behavior had just disappeared. It's because what she understood now was the why behind the behavior, and she was able to respond in different ways because of that. She wasn't taking the bait, she wasn't trying to reason with him mid meltdown. She was just steady. And when she was steady, he became steady as well. That's the real takeaway from today. We don't just look at the behavior that's on the surface. We don't take it personal. We look at what the nervous system actually needs, and then we respond in ways that suit that individual. So that's it for another video. But if things are really complex and you're looking for some more individualized support, check out the link in the description. I offer free 20-minute no obligation chats to talk about how the guided path can support your family. We offer parent coaching, assessments to look at the why behind your child's behavior, and create plans that actually do work. I'm in Brisbane, but I'm currently supporting families all over the world. We provide support through telehealth. You don't have to walk this path alone.